So in our last video, I introduced you to the concept of flipping dirt and explained why it is such a great business model and one that I highly encourage you to get started as a side hustle or a main business. And in this video, I want to dive into a really important first step, which is finding your market. When we got started, we didn't get a lot of help in picking the right market. We were left to our own devices, and so we tried and failed and learned. So when we work with clients, this is our first step. We dig into what is your strategy? What are the resources you have available to you? Time, money, and what is your overall plan or strategy for your business? This we take and combine with our expertise to find the right markets for you to get started in so that you can save time and start making money much more quickly. There are so many great markets really across the country. There's just a few things that you need to watch out for as you get started. And so we help walk people through all of that and plug them into the right markets right away. Land flipping is very different than other real estate markets. It's actually much simpler. You don't have to worry so much about rent growth or appreciation of housing or neighborhoods or things like that. It really comes down to identifying the comps in the market, looking at potentially a sub-market. You can think about a big county. It has different areas across. There's a lot more remote and rural areas versus others that are closer to towns and cities. And so it's really about honing into the comps, understanding what kind of resources you have available to you, and then finding those markets and starting to reach out to buyers. We also have a strategy on how to find the right property owners and be able to acquire properties that fit exactly what you're looking for and generate really outsized margins. When you're picking a market in the land flipping business, really it's much simpler than other real estate asset classes. We're really concerned with what type of properties are you looking for, commercial, residential, rural, things like that. And then where is it? And so all of that comes together to understand where we want to plug you in, what size or what value of property you're going to look for. That's about it. There's no worrying about rent trends or occupancy levels or things like that. I like to think about finding a good market across three broad strategies of many, which there are, but you can think about it like a sports bar process where you essentially just throw a dart at a map and pick a county. That works for many people. It's just go, test, get the feedback, and move on. You can counter that with another extreme of what I like to call the matrix method. I have done this method. I lean towards this method as a very analytical engineering type mind, but it's one in which you can come up with 5, 10, 15 different variables. How much property is being traded in that? How friendly are the county resources? All kinds of different things. Put it in a matrix and score that matrix based on those factors and the weighting of those factors. And then you can do that across multiple counties, go into it, sort, look at which ones are the best, and then go into those markets. That's a bit extreme, and you can get caught up in analysis paralysis. I really like to find a middle ground. And what has worked for me is really just going online, looking at where there's a decent amount of supply of property in the price range and the type that you want, and just picking those markets, testing a few, getting the feedback, and either going further into those or then pivoting into different markets. That's kind of the just right methodology for me that we've come to adopt and embrace. So my takeaways from this video: finding your market is an important first step. You really need to sit down with someone with some expertise, combine it with your desires and your strategy, and figure out where do you want to play in the market. Then use the Goldilocks method. You don't have to go too soft. You don't have to go too hard. Find a path that's right in the middle. It goes quickly. You get in there, you get the feedback, and you walk away. Appreciate you for taking time and watching this video. I will catch you in the next one.